Welcome back, Sleep That Pairs. I'm pretty sure you're ready to sleep. So, today we'll go over level 120 of the Backrooms. Level 120 of the Backrooms. So, you may have heard of the Backrooms. You know that place? A creepypasta where you no-clip out of reality and end up in some strange world that consists of seemingly infinite rooms. And they come in multiple levels. If you end up here, this is the Backrooms. And so, go and lay down, hop on your beds, and let's pay off your sleep credit card. So here we go, on to level 120 of the Backrooms. So level 120 is the 121st level of the Backrooms. It takes on the appearance of repeating rooms with broken servers. Some of these servers are able to generate white void rooms or pitch black hallways. So this level is comprised of many server rooms with massive blocks of computers ripped apart on the dirty white floor. These walls have dirty yellow wallpaper plastered onto rotting wood. The roof is primarily made up of regular office ceiling tiles with smashed or inactive fluorescent lights within them. These rooms are usually pitch black, with the only light coming from the second rarer type of room. These server rooms come in clusters of 15 to 23 rooms. The second set of rooms within level 120 are made of pure white voids. They're also grouped, but in smaller clusters of 6 to 12 rooms, with black doors that lead to other white void rooms. These voids tend to attract entities, smaller entities, though they will often be too indulged in this light, and the light this room naturally emits to attack you. So, here's the final set of rooms. There's a third one, and it's called the pitch black hallways. Those are thin and very long corridors that connect to different server rooms. Though entities don't usually hang out here, it's heavily advised not to walk through, since it is easy to trip. And if that happens, you'll have a large chance of falling and hurting yourself and accidentally spawning an entity known as sub-misglitches, one of the 3 entities found here, and more of that later. Reaching the white voids or black hallways is relatively easy and only requires finding an intact computer block. Booting this will load in either the black hallways or the white void rooms. To escape these rooms, you're in them. Just travel in one direction to reach the end, the edge of the room clusters. At the end of each cluster are windows that will lead back to the computer block that brought you into the subsection. Breaking these windows is not normally required since they're usually already broken. Since this is kind of a computer themed Backrooms level, I'm gonna also incorporate keyboard sounds. So now let's go over the entities. The entities that reside at level 120 of the Backrooms. So, the first entity are Smilers. Smilers are kinda common throughout many levels, and this level is no exception. They can hang out in dark areas, and if you see one, try to run away. So, Smilers are not what's important in this level because there are two other entities that's what makes level 120 known for. So, Miss Glitches is the second entity. Miss Glitches are glitched, zombie-like versions of you, of those who do not survive in this level. So imagine someone does not survive in this level, they may end up being one of those zombie-like versions. So there's a chance you might be one, so try to survive. Though there's usually an extremely low chance of someone becoming a misglitch in other levels. It seems that anyone who dies here instantly becomes a misglitch. Okay, so probably in this level, it's kind of a high chance you might become one. It's talking about the other levels and the wiki, what the wiki says, but here, inside this level, if you don't survive, you may become one. So, Miss Glitches, those entities, are black humanoid figures. They are surrounded by pixels and will often have red marks on their bodies where the person did not survive. And if that event was for something that had happened internally, they'll just be simply black in appearance. They have a method of attack that's pretty unusual. So how do these creatures attack you? These entities attack by extending a pointed tentacle-like arm at their victim. If it attacks their victim, it will slice at their prey with this to make them either draw blood or die. If the intention was to make them bleed, then submiss glitches are created, at which point they will finish the victim. So, which comes up to the third entity. So submiss glitches are the third entity of this level. As mentioned before, if someone does not make it, or someone hurts themselves more, or if someone hurts themselves, it's going to spawn these kind of entities. So sub-missed glitches are a variety of a miss glitch that spawn whenever someone's internal fluids or organs are exposed to the air, are exposed to the environment of this level. This can be anything from a mere drop of blood to a whole pint. A lot of blood could be any amount. They attack the same way as misglitches do, by extending out a tentacle-like arm and stabbing them, and maybe slashing them. Though this variety of misglitch is far more hostile and efficient when their attacks though both of the above entities are incredibly dangerous, the chance of encountering one are pretty slim. Also, this applies to spawning one. So nonetheless, you have to survive if you want to escape this level. So now, let's finally talk about entrances and exits to and from level 120. So, in terms of entrances, entering the level requires an arcade machine. So to enter this level, you can use an arcade machine found in level 25 that has had its front screen smashed. So the color of the machine itself is not important, and it's possible to create your own entrance to this level in level 25 by shattering the screen of any arcade machine. There is another entrance which requires another sub-level. It's a type of level that's not labeled a flat whole number. So the second entrance, so if you find a label door that reads server room in level 4.3, you can go through it and end up in level 120. There may be more entrances, but those are just two of them. Now for the exits. To exit this level, you can find doors in either of the server rooms or the black hallways that will take you back to that sub-level I mentioned. Or alternatively, you can escape by no-clipping through the walls in the server room to end up in another level, and specifically level 70. So that is level 120 explained. So I hope this video gets you the ASMR tingles. By now, hopefully, you should be falling asleep or nearly falling asleep. So, give this video a thumbs up if you like this video. My goal for this channel is ASMR themed videos to make you sleep, ease off your sleep debt, and pay off your balance, your entire balance of your sleep credit card. And so, I gotta go sleep now. You gotta go sleep now. And I'll see you next time.